Legacy of the Sky People. Part 1. Interstellar Secrets of Ancient Civilizations. In the deserts of the ancient world, beneath monuments older than memory itself, lies a story humanity was never meant to remember. This is Legacy of the Sky People, a journey into forbidden archaeology, ancient contact theories, and the civilizations that rose and vanished under a watchful presence that has no name. Their symbols repeat across continents. Their technology defies explanation, and their influence may still echo in the DNA of humanity today. Welcome to the shadows of our earliest past, where the truth is older than history and far darker than myth. Global Mysteries. A world of impossible stone. Bolivia, England, Costa Rica, Malta. Stones scattered like thunder across the world. Perfect spheres, seamless megaliths, geometry carved with surgical accuracy, structures that shrug off earthquakes and time. These are not stories. They are the records the ancients left behind, not written in words, but in workmanship. How do you lift 100-ton blocks without iron tools? Why carve stones that sing? Who aligned temples to the sky with a precision NASA would respect? Tonight, we reveal 10 sites and 10 puzzles hiding in plain sight. We won't chase legends. We'll interrogate the stone. Welcome to Cosmic Secrets, where ancient mysteries collide with modern truth. Section 1. Pumapunku. The Precision Paradox. High on Bolivia's Altiplano, where oxygen thins and the wind bites, stands a ruin that should not exist. Pumapunku, a jewel of the Tiwanaku civilization built around 536 AD, part of a religious and administrative center serving tens of thousands. But the stones are what haunt us. Massive blocks of volcanic andesite, harder than steel, carved with sharp 90-degree angles, flat planes, and grooves so exact they appear machined, not chiseled. H-blocks, I-blocks, perfect interlocking forms, a language written in geometry. In the early 21st century, archaeologists J.P. Pratzen and Felipe A. Nair attempted to recreate these surfaces using Tiwanaku-era tools. 40 hours of work, one block, and still, nowhere near the razor-sharp precision of the originals. The technique remains undeciphered. Some researchers analyzing the stone chemistry proposed a radical possibility. What if these blocks weren't carved at all, but cast, a form of geopolymer concrete thousands of years ahead of its time? The Tiwanaku civilization reached its zenith in the 8th century AD. Advanced irrigation, hydraulic engineering, astronomy, then silence. By 1000 AD, the empire collapsed. The people vanished, and less than 10% of the site has been excavated. The stones remain perfect, precise, impossible, silent. Either the Tiwanaku possessed techniques we have lost, or they inherited knowledge from somewhere else. Section 2. Tiwanaku, Empire of the Clouds. Before the Inca, another power ruled the Andes, the Tiwanaku civilization, flourishing from 110 to 1000 AD near Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake on Earth. Builders, engineers, astronomers. They raised the Akapana Pyramid, 7 massive terraces climbing toward the heavens. They erected the Kalasasaya Temple, crowned by the 10-ton Gateway of the Sun, a single monolith carved with cosmic symbols. In the 1860s, historian Ephraim George Squire stood before it and saw Stonehenge reflected back. The same wisdom, the same skybound purpose. Tiwanaku fed an empire using raised fields and canal networks. They mastered the lake's ecosystem, building a society sustained by fish, trade, and innovation. But empires break. Around 950 AD, drought gripped the highlands. The lake receded, crops died, and by 1000 AD, Tiwanaku fell silent. Today, only fragments remain. Less than a tenth of their world has been uncovered. Beneath the soil lie answers we have not yet learned to ask. Stone was their language, and stone never lies. It endures. Section 3. Stonehenge. The Singing Stones. Across the Atlantic, on England's windswept Salisbury Plain, another monument rises from antiquity: Stonehenge. Construction began around 3100 BC, evolving for 1,500 years into the iconic stone circle we know today. The giant sarsen stones weigh over 25 tons each, but the real mystery lies deeper, in the smaller bluestones of the inner ring. These stones were dragged from Wales, 140 miles away, not for their size, not for their color, but for their sound. When struck, they ring like bells. They are lithophonic, singing stones. Imagine the rituals: torches flickering, hammerstones striking in rhythm, the circle vibrating with resonance, turning sound into ceremony. Stonehenge was also a vast cemetery. Over 200 burials, some carrying artifacts like a 5,000-year-old shark jaw, transported across generations as a sacred heirloom. The monument is aligned with astronomical precision. The summer solstice sunrise framed perfectly between stones. A calendar carved in megalith. The stones still sing, if you know how to listen. Section 4. Costa Rica's Stone Spheres, Perfection in the Jungle. In Costa Rica's rainforests lie over 300 near-perfect stone spheres, some weighing up to 16 tons. Created by the Diquís culture between 300–1500 AD, these spheres deviate from true spherical geometry by less than 2 millimeters. With no written language, no wheels, and minimal metal tools, the Diquís achieved a precision engineering students struggle to replicate today. Many spheres were destroyed by treasure hunters, shattered by dynamite in search of gold that never existed. Only fragments remain, painstakingly restored in museums. Some spheres align with Venus, the morning star, markers of the cosmos, perfect, enigmatic, silent in the jungle. Section 5. Coral Castle, the Levitation Mystery. In Homestead, Florida stands one of America's strangest monuments, Coral Castle, built by a single man, Edward Leedskalnin, a 5-foot-tall, 100-pound Latvian immigrant between 1923 and 1951. He carved and moved over 1,100 tons of limestone alone. A 9-ton gate balanced so perfectly that a child could push it open with one finger. He claimed he knew the secret of the pyramids. He worked only at night. No one ever saw him move a single block. Engineers today still cannot explain his methods. When the 9-ton gate failed in 1986, it required a crane just to lift. Leedskalnin, using nothing but homemade tools, did what modern machinery struggled to repeat. His stones, like all ancient stones, offer no explanation, only silence. Section 6. Bosnian Stone Spheres, Controversy in the Hills. In Visoko, Bosnia, a modern controversy erupts. Are the hills natural or the remains of ancient pyramids older than civilization itself? Businessman Samir Osmanagic claims the hills are 12,000-year-old pyramids, built by a forgotten advanced culture. He speaks of energy beams, cosmic networks, and extraterrestrial architecture. Archaeologists reject the idea outright. Geologists say the hills are natural formations, but the stone spheres found nearby, massive, mysterious, spark debate. Are they natural concretions or evidence of ancient craftsmanship? Science leans one way, belief leans another. Tourism grows regardless, and the mystery remains. You've just stepped deeper into the legacy of the Sky People, but the ancient record is far from complete. Symbols remain untranslated. Monuments hide unopened chambers. And beneath the sand, truth waits, silent, patient, unchanging. If you're ready to continue the search, subscribe to IFX, where every answer only opens another door.